Shout out to Critical Smoker for making. Sorry, guys, I'm getting all adjusted here. Making that lovely intro for me. Countdown. Hey, how y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. It's still morning, right? We got a couple of minutes. I had an early day. I got started today, but I did not do any exercise and I did not have any breakfast, y'all. So I'm having my first little cup of coffee. My friend, she got me addicted to this like dirty matcha, I think it is. And the weird thing is matcha doesn't taste like anything to me. I don't know. Do anybody drink that stuff? Matcha? It doesn't taste like anything to me. I don't know why I'm drinking it. Is it because it's green? I don't know. But anyway, that's why I have an iced one of those today. I tried a different. Last time I had it in a smoothie version. This time I have the iced version. I'm gonna see how it goes. And I also am starting to support. I want to support independent coffee shops because usually I go to. Oh, you guys, wait, lost my train of thought. I mean, not lost it. Jumping in on my train of thought. I actually went to um I did a vlog. So I'm gonna put it up on Patreon. So I'll put it up on Patreon first and then I'll bring it on over here. But I did a vlog where I was a couple of weeks. And so I went to this really cool cafe called Bad Chick Cafe. And it was independently owned. And it was just a small little coffee shop. And so I want to visit more of those in Chicago because I'm learning all these little quaint coffee shops. My favorite one, black owned Sip and Savor. If you ever see a Sip and Savor, stop by there. They have really good coffee. I don't know where he get his beans from, but they be real strong. Um, but yeah, just letting you know that's what's been going on with me this morning. And I'm gonna say hello to everybody. Let me see if this is working. Um, Sorry, y'all. Got all these tabs open. Let me say good morning to everybody. Hey, Zell, Rose, Cynthia. How y'all doing? Good morning. Okay. So I hope y'all can hear me okay because I'm not in my normal little setup. So y'all, we're just gonna chit chat this morning. Um Housekeeping, thanks for being here. If you can hit the like button. Thanks for supporting your girl in the channel. Also, if you didn't know, a friend to the show, Gardis Watts, his mom passed away. So send Gardis Watts love. She passed. I said that, but some people might have missed it. Passed unexpectedly, and he had to suspend his run for trustee because, of course, he got to take care of his family stuff, right? So we're praying for you, Gardis Watts. He did say thank you for the condolences he received and the love and support. He did say tell me to tell you guys thank you. And I just want to reiterate it because I did get a couple of emails where people were like, hey, are you still getting signatures for Gardis? And I was not getting signatures because unfortunately he had to suspend this run because his mom passed. So you're in our prayers, Gardis. We're thinking about you and your family and extended family, and we just hope everything's okay. It's stressful dealing with, like, it should be. I wonder how it is in other places because here we're stressed out when someone passes because we basically got to bring family into town and entertain them. What's like, I always feel the saddest for like the people that's grieving because they really don't have a chance to grieve because if it's your immediate person that passed, so like if it's your spouse or your Lord forbid your child or your parent, everybody wants a piece of you and you cannot relax. So my prayer is that he gets to relax because you end up entertaining, you end up getting the deceased person together. Unfortunately, bills are piling up now because it costs to live, it costs to be born into this world, and it costs to leave this world. It's just ridiculous. And you don't even have by the time you're done with the planning process, which this has been my experience. Let me know if you guys experience that yourself. It's such a process to plan the the before and after, you don't have a time for yourself. So I'm praying that if anyone's going through this, they take time for their self and make sure that they're keeping their self healthy, eat, drink water, make sure you keeping yourself afloat mentally and physically, because it is a trying time emotionally, physically, and financially. When somebody passes away, it's just a lot. You got to worry about your job. They want to give you 2 days off. 2 days off for, the person that's most close to you in your life. It's just ridiculous what we go through here in America. I wonder how it is other places, because you don't get to grieve. It don't hit you till later. Hello, everybody. Choose compassion. How are you? Hello, Shavis. How are you? Hello, everybody. If I miss you, blame it on my head and not my heart. All right, let's get to talking. Okay, this is gonna be a real quick chit chat. So, no problem over here. But what's going on? I don't know, because now I'm following politics a little bit. What's going on with this, you guys? Should we be scared? What is going on? I really don't know what's happening here, but I woke up to CNBC and they were talking about it. So why did Biden? Because I don't know. Can y'all tell me what's going on? Because I really don't know. This is not an educational. I'm not able to educate y'all here. I'm learning along the way. So why did Biden carry his little narrow tail over there in the first place? What's going on? What did Biden go over there to do? It says Putin lowers the threshold for using his nuclear arsenal after Biden's arms decision for Ukraine. And it says President Vladimir Putin formally lowered the threshold for Russia's use of nuclear weapons following U.S. President Joe Biden's decision to let Ukraine strike targets inside Russian territory with American supplied longer range missiles. So what is happening here? I really don't know. So can anyone tell me, fill me in, send me a email, whatever, cuz I'm like, what's going on here? We got 68 days until Trump is in office. It's always that little tricky part in between when one leaving and one coming in. What's going on here? Now I know that we always look at stuff. Remember, everybody was looking at, and I'm not trying to spark fear in your heart. Please know that. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I remember me and my girlfriend was at the gym working out, and we were like, "Ooh, look at those people. They got they had at that time, it was in China. They had the bat virus or something, but it ended up being COVID, right?" And we were like, "Oh, well, that's over there. It's not over here." Like, we should be concerned no matter where things are all the time. I'm always looking at different things. I know it's a lot of excitement here in Dalton, and you guys have the people that don't live here. Like I said, y'all got the right to be concerned too. But I try to just where I can do things in my backyard, I try to clean up there and work in community in that way. But yeah, this was just very interesting. And this happened yesterday, and I didn't know if you guys had heard about it. And I'm just going to play this little visual they have.
The NATO countries and Ukraine have been concerned about this for a long time. This new nuclear doctrine lowers that threshold considerably to a threat to the territorial integrity.
We are gravely concerned by the use of these security laws and the breadth to criminalise conduct, protect.
Sorry, I was talking, guys. I said it's a lot going on over there in Hong Kong too. They got those politicians right together. I want to do a video about that. And then also, it's this guy, this YouTuber. He was going over there to, what was he, in Japan? And he is an IRL streamer. And then he was going over to Japan just disrespecting the people. They didn't beat him up and down the street. And now he's waiting on sentencing. It's a lot going on that side of the world. But yeah, I want to know if y'all could tell us what was going on with this, like what made him go, what are you doing over there, Biden? Why you carry your butt over there? Now we ain't seen, I ain't gonna get on politics, but it's just like it was really interesting to see all this pop off. So let's keep our eye on that, okay? Now on to the next subject, since I'm worried about what's happening over there in Russia and Ukraine, and I'm not worried about what's happening in Thornton Township where I live. Hey, Gardis, we're praying for you. We're praying for you. That's it. Say that they should do that 10 years. They should do that in Dalton. They sure should do Thornton Township. Gardis, we praying for you. Blessings to you and your family for sure. Blessings. So this is gonna be an easy chit chat. Nothing too much. Okay. I have to say it. So I had a good conversation with my girl Choose. I'm not gonna hold on. I just want to say something. This is what I don't understand. Oh, before I get to that, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place because I have to do stuff today, and I'm all over. Shout out to Melanie Youngsma from the Lansing Journal, where I love to get my news and stuff like that. She posted. I hope I didn't miss it. Okay, so first of all, our girl Melanie, I feel like a proud mom or something. Like she went back to school. I feel like I'm like an auntie to Melody. Like she went back to school. Like what I'm gonna teach her, right? But she went right back to expanding her education a little more for this amazing paper she has, keeping us in the loop with everything. And I think it's really cool. And she took us like, on a little sightsee. She's getting up, got her backpack, and she is going to school to further her education. This was it Northwestern? Yeah. So big school. So right now, I saw she posted last night because I like to check the Lansing Journal for my news in the morning. It says help the Lansing Journal raise $30,000 to support the reporting you need. And y'all, Melanie be everywhere. I don't know, like I could never. That's why I always say, let me see. Let's put this. I'm just gonna put this in a. Hey, girl, dad. Hello, everybody into the chat. So this is in the. This is her link here, but it says, it's just like I don't know if y'all know that she gets up, she goes everywhere, and she's on the scene immediately if she can be. She has a schedule. The news goes out at 5 a.m. I don't know, Melanie personally or anything like that, but I got to see how hard she's putting in the work for the Lansing Journal. You know what? I never thought I need to interview Melanie because I would like to know how she started with the Lansing Journal, how she created what she created. What was, was it something she always aspired? I would love to interview her for that part. But she's looking for, she's doing a 6-week membership campaign to raise $30,000 by December 31st to support the local reporting that we've came to rely on. Now, we do know that should be easily made because all of us on YouTube go to the Lansing Journal, especially when it's some Tiffany Henyard tea. So I wanted to just put that out there. Shout out to Melanie. She's gonna do great things. Ever since I've been following her, she's always looking to implement things into the Lansing Journal to make it better for the readers. And it's so cool because you got like the old school paper, right? Then you got the YouTube Then you got the blog. She has so many different facets, and I hope I'm explaining it correctly, of this of the Lansing Journal. So support Melanie if you can. That would be great. So shout out to you, Melanie. Keep doing the good work. Okay. So let's go over to, what was I talking? Let's go to the Lansing Journal. So this is a prime example. I'm looking for some out. Here we go. We have an article here. Trustee Carlisle and Gonzalez declined to attend upcoming Thornton Township board meeting. So a lot of people ask me what I think about that. I always tell y'all it's predictable. It's nothing but they're trying to wait out. First of all, they do not, in my personal opinion, want um a new trustee to come in. So if they keep on saying they don't have a quorum for a meeting, it won't be a new trustee, and that won't make it. Because if a new trustee come in, I would say allegedly it will be someone Tiffany Henyard, our super mayor, has selected, right? So it's going to be someone that possibly could vote. We always hope that people vote independently, but it possibly someone that could vote her way, right? So if you, they don't want that, because it'll be somebody that's looking into paperwork. It'll be something, they don't want that. Now, I think it's a couple of things that's ridiculous. When it comes to Thornton Township, okay, hold on. Let me say this clearly. Y'all want Tiffany to do things. You want Tiffany, oh, Tiffany spending all the money. I'm sorry. Once y'all leave all these open-ended, and I mean y'all, like, you know what I mean, the people that you leave all these open-ended stuff. What happened? Do anyone remember what happened in Dalton? We're not gonna make payroll. We don't have any money. $40,000 on Amazon. Nothing closed out. Nobody. It's just like, this is what it is. Okay, so did we ever find out what the $40,000 at Amazon was spent on? Who spent it? Oh, we don't want Keith Freeman around. Get rid of Keith Freeman. Everybody fire Keith Freeman. Then, oh, you know what? Nah, we want Keith Freeman back. No, yeah, he was spending the money, but he's not Tiffany. So bring Keith Freeman back. Bring him back. We're gonna make sure he still have a job. And then you'll go from, and it never ends. So what was the big thing that stuck out for me for Thornton Township? I'll never forget it. Picture it. Sicily, 1942. Tiffany stole all the money. The bag is empty. We're in Dalton. Oh my God. Our garbage is not going to get picked up. The firefighters not going to get their checks. What was the next thing? It was something else that happened. Nobody going to have insurance. We're not going to meet payroll because the bank account is empty. We just saw Conscious with the warrant list this week. About $8,600 million a day, right? Ready to be paid off. But this was it. Then we need to get on the bank accounts, because we're now on the bank accounts. Can anyone, gold star for whoever could raise their hand and say, what happened when they got on the bank account? What happened when they got on that bank account in Dalton? Now, the whole time the clerk was in the bank account, but everybody was like, no, she's spending the money. They got on the bank account, and the first thing we was like, well, is there any money in there? Yeah, it's money in there, but we think she's taking money from the township. So now, to the salon, everybody go to the township. Yeah, we on the bank account. Yeah, okay, our garbage getting picked up. Yeah, we got money now. But everybody, to the salon. Now we over here at Thornton Township, reckon 11, what's that, 17 other municipalities with one Dalton drama. It's crazy. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. And it's like nobody remember. Like, okay, something so simple. Amazon. We oohed and awed when we saw the $40,000 being spent at Amazon. Did anybody say Did we find out? Did we call Jeff Bezos or whoever? Did we find out with the $40,000? That's y'all be thinking now if you question them, you're a Tiffany supporter. Now let me tell you, you got the right to support who you want to support because you're in America, right? But if you ask any questions, it's a problem. What happened to the $40,000 of Amazon? Just asking. Yeah, they just send everybody head to the townships. Go over there. What happened to hey Dawn? Now wait a minute. How did you how did you add things to the warrant list like $3,500, right? But the people can't see the warrant list. Thank goodness for Jason House giving the warrant list to Conscious, and please go to Conscious channel because it was very interesting to see, because I'm still Big Wood. Why did you come back? They haven't paid you in 2 years. I have to do a video on that. You guys know I really don't. I really just try to look. I mean, it's nothing that okay. So Conscious had a video about one of the trustees and the barbecue guys owner, the owner being friends possibly, right? And she was like, yeah, that's my friend. No problem. I said, well, it's not like people not supposed to have friends. That's your friend. My question is, as they ain't paid you in 2 years, it would be nothing my friend could tell me to have me queue up my grill again until I'm paid. He stood at the board meeting and said, excuse me, I still haven't got paid for tea with the trustees. I just don't understand why we forget stuff. You so funny, Chavis. I remember talking to Dalton folks in the summer of 2023 about Tiffany's craziness. Only 3 people from Dalton showed up. Exactly. It wasn't until mainstream media came that the Daltonites showed up. Yeah, you know what I think? I think if it was like one day, if it was one day when there was no news there, like if the news didn't even go, like if it was just it's a girl that shows have a notepad, just a notepad person, no cameras, just somebody with a notepad, like old school journalism, and nobody was gonna get their camera, their picture time, it would be a lot different. It wouldn't be that many people there. It wouldn't be that many people there. Now there's a place called Good 360, and you can order truckloads of things from Amazon filled with certain items such as toy giveaway, which they had Good 360 as a sponsor. Thanks for that, Chew. So just saying, like, it's nobody. We're not sitting up here saying anybody's righteous. I'm just asking, how come we don't tie up the loose ends? Like when something happened, we just like, oh, this happened, and that's it, and nothing's tied up. It's like I don't believe in that. No, I need before I can vote for or against or something like that. Like I did that blindly. Like I said, we saw Jason House. He gave us a flyer. He said, "This is our ticket. We know Tiffany from up the street." Well, why not? That was it. Y'all was saying vote for him. Now it's the same people saying, I mean, vote for her. Now it's the same people saying vote for him. I wish I was a fly on the wall, because I always say, if you guys want to know what we're in the middle of old friends beef. It was a group of people. The dream team probably really, really, really was a thing. I'm going to hold you up if you do this. I'm going to hold you up if you do that. And then the chain was broken. And that's what happened. So let's read this from the Lancet Journal. It says South Holland, Illinois, 2 Thornton Township trustees won't attend the scheduled November 19th board meeting, according to a statement released to social media in the evening of November 18th. Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle released a joint statement saying they made a difficult decision to forego the meeting, a move they are taking to force issues they say have been ignored until now, including an examination of township bills. Now, I will say this. I don't think when they release the statement, it should be on township letterhead as a resident. Because how is this going to be billed? Now, this is something that Conscious did open up. So, can you just hire your own? Like, if Tiffany Stylist allegedly showed up on those credit cards or warrant lists, would this be equivalent? I'm asking, like, it's a service. It's a service for the for someone that works for the township. So would you guys consider that equivalent? It's not like a lawyer, anything like that. I'm just asking, just something to think about. Township Supervisor Tiffany Hilliard has continued to advance her priorities in board meetings, resulting in a veritable standoff for the. Oh, hold on, guys. Sorry, got plugged. My iPad just died. Hold on, guys. Here I come. Oh, I really need to charge my devices at night. I'm really bad at that. Okay. Our responsibility is to the residents of Thornton Township who deserve a board that prioritizes transparency, careful planning, and integrity in addressing important matters. The statement says, unfortunately, this meeting's agenda has not been properly vetted and includes items that are likely to provoke unnecessary conflict rather than create solutions. This is gonna go on until election time, y'all. That's it. That this is just something that you have to look into for yourself. It's nothing that someone, if you feel a certain way about Tiffany, you're gonna think this is okay. But I think the ramifications of the board They tried to get me, y'all. They tried to get me. Okay, I'm back. Hey, y'all. So this is my habit. So y'all know I love clothing and stuff like that. So like I'm working through the night sometime. So I might have my stuff on charge after dinner, but then like overnight I get up and get on my laptop, and I really need a new laptop one day. I need to look into that. Well, this one's sentimental to me, so maybe I just need to get it. I don't know. I need a new computer. But um uh yeah, so yeah, I didn't charge my thing, and that's what you get for being irresponsible, much like what the trustees are doing in Thornton Township. See that transition over here? So this is what's gonna happen. The ramifications of them not setting the budget and missing the meetings, nothing's good gonna come out of that. And at the end of the day, it's just the residents that suffer, but they will be asking for your vote. And I just think it's kind of not that Chris Gonzalez should not be forgiven for what he did. Like if you guys are one that's like, oh, Chris Gonzalez nominated Tiffany Henyard, and now I think for me it'd be the extra he be putting on it. When I think that's what it is for me. Like when I think about Tiffany, Carmen, and Chris, they were the cool kids crew, and now it's like all of a sudden, like even Jerry Jones, like what Tiffany say, it be stuff that come out people's mouth. When she was like, your daughter was braiding hair at the back to school event, he was like, that's it, here's my resignation. Like I'm just I just be like, wow, it'd be the extra for me. That's all. Hey Scott, what's up? Andrea, everybody. So it just be it's like if you're gonna say our responsibility is to the resident of Thornton Township, come up with a budget. Y'all don't talk. So let me tell you something. They haven't talked at all. It's time for turkey giveaways. It's time for Christmas for the kids. That's all they about to do. Just throw a monkey wrench and all that stuff, or she spent too much on all that stuff. And it's just a circle of life. And it's just exhausting at this time. I cannot wait for election time to just come on and get it over with, so that the new people could come on and say, well, because of the previous administration, we can't do anything either. And we could just get on with our lives. That's all I want to happen. Because at first we can't go, what is it now? They want to be in the basement. They don't want to be upstairs. Now they want to be wand down. So now if you do bring the wand in there, now you offended, because now I don't want to come into the Thornton Township meeting and need a wand. And it's just too much. So I just wish that it was like we could put them all in timeout, like the mayor, the trustees, everybody go in the corner, and y'all are not allowed to come out until you come out with a budget and a solution. And that's it. I actually think some of the meetings need to go back on Zoom, where maybe some things could get done. So if you feel like you don't feel safe there, is it a way they can have the meetings on Zoom, like everybody be on Zoom, like until safety is priority, right? Until everything's safe. Let's see what you have to say over here. Forgiving and holding people accountable are two different things. He should be held accountable for nominating Tiffany. For him not to know what she was doing at Dalton is inexcusable. Yeah. Because it was around the corner. I think everybody knew what was going on, or everybody knew something. Is it me, or does Andrew Holmes has a hairline? Would you stop with this, Andrew? Put them in the room. Just them. Nobody. Yeah, I think just them. Just them. Nobody outside of them. Because it's just. This is so funny. Yeah, he got up out of there when your daughter was braiding hair. The one thing about Tiffany, she really don't put people on blast until she has to. She let them talk they smack. She let them talk they smack. And then once she say something, it's like, oh, you're not professional. She be letting people just scream in her face the whole time. And it'd be like, oh, well now the mayor saying something, it's not professional. And she really don't be putting them on blast. So we didn't know about Jerry and the hair braiding thing. A sober room. Just water, no food, no Pepsi. Y'all like so they need to go into a room until it ends because man, okay. Common sense tell us that it's some fabrications floating around or probably on both sides, right? So it's just so weird because they'll never be able to even go back and be cool again. You know, that's what I just like. They'll never be cool again because they have went. I've seen some stuff, but they have went so far. I'm so glad. Sorry, y'all. Got an email. They can never go back. They can never go back to where they were. And I've seen some things go far, but this stuff has got absolutely vicious. Absolutely vicious. Like people worst sides are coming out, and it's really a shame. It's really a shame. It just really is. So the best thing to do, I'm sort of on the side, is at the polls. And I don't think actually any amount of any more. I mean, what more can we do? What other scandals is left? There's no other scandals left. I'm sorry. We did what was that movie with Morgan Freeman and was it Brad Pitt? We did the was it 8 Sins or something? We done went through all of it. What was it called? 7 or something? We done went through the everything. Greed, gluttony. It's nothing left. It's nothing left. Oh, remember when the movie where the kids locked the parents in the room until they made up? Yes. That's what they need to do. Back to shout out to Melanie for keeping us abreast. I think so. Today is, I know Critical Smoker will be over there, so it's probably just going to be a regular meeting. Now, if you notice on the agenda, let's see. Let's go to the agenda. Here's the agenda. Now, I'm going to say something. At this point, do I believe they're getting the stuff in time? I do. You know why? Because if they weren't, we'd have more. They'd be like, look, here go the timestamp. You know, it's timestamp or it didn't happen over here on the internet. But let's go to, so this was the agenda. Reports, 2024 property tax levy compliance report, approval of the minutes, old business, adopt 2024-2025 budget. That should be for GA fund, for the general fund. That should be, it's been months. Discussion and possible action related to the establishment of a new salary ordinance for elected officials of the township. Excuse me, guys. Motion for Thornton Township to adopt Robert Rules of Order. Okay. I noticed those lawsuits they had on there last month are gone. That's interesting. New business. Motion to authorize, they had the approval bill was in between that. The new business, motion to authorize Thornton Township to open the following checking accounts at one of the approved banks listed below. Operating checking account, one, another checking account, a savings account, and health insurance checking account. I know Frank like, man, we had the same bank for 1,000 years, and now here y'all come. Additionally, the board will authorize Supervisor Tiffany A. Hilliard and Finance Director Robert Hunt as the designated signatories on these accounts. And those are the list of banks. Okay, so I have a question. Y'all got to tell me about this. Am I missing something? Because I know the credit cards were the situation. It was too many credit cards. And I think that it was mentioned before, Frank only had one credit card. And now I think under Tiffany's leadership that every department had a credit card. And I think that was the problem. Correct me if I'm wrong. But why we want her in charge of the bank accounts if she bad with money? Why we only want her in charge, her and Robert? Who's the designated signature people now? I feel like I'm missing something. And I don't know what it is. I would love if, one of those people that break down stuff, break that down. Because why are we rushing to put all the money we got left in these accounts? And she's the one irresponsibly spending the money. Is it because, just let me know. Let me know. I don't want to assume. Okay. And then appoint Alliant Insurance as the broker for the record for workers' comp. Okay. That starts in January. They would like that to happen. Approval of cyber insurance proposal and property and liability insurance proposal. Alliant Insurance. Okay. Alliant Insurance going to get some business, huh? Motion to approve IT and senior services departments and receive a credit card to handle day-to-day operations. Okay, so that was the whole thing with remember they went to the store and I guess allegedly they had to call Robert Hunt in to get the cake. He had to pay for the cake. Okay. Approval of supervisors 100% property tax refund for all homeowners at Thornton Township. Approval of bonuses for all Thornton Township employees. Approval to purchase an aerator for the lawn maintenance at Thornton Township's buildings. Approval of forensic audit proposal submitted by Edie Bailey. Y'all better look into that name. I don't know what Edie Bailey. Look into that business there. I'm just wondering, who got it. I think we do need an audit. Doesn't the comptroller do one as well? But I think we do need an audit. But I think it should be independent. Make sure nobody owns this. Make sure it's not Burgundy Blue that own Edie Bailey, and I'm doing the audit. Make sure it's clean. Fill the vacancy of township trustee by appointment pursuant to the 60 ILCS, okay, and approve the warrant of the appointment. And then usually when that happens, right after, that's what they do, oath of office to the new trustee. I wonder who, can I say this? I hate to just kick a brother when he down, but I think Michael Smith is just overdone. I hope it's not we're gonna appoint Michael Smith for Thornton Township trustee. I feel like that would be trolling. I hope it's like an independent person, because they'll finish the rest of Jerry's term, and just somebody, he's done. He's overdone. I just don't want to see it again. Like, we keep on rotating Michael Smith. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Like that, they could just hold that. That was just my thought. Not to say I heard that. I'm just wondering. Supervisor report. Then closed session. So look like some people was gonna get disciplined, and some people gonna get hired, and some people gonna be in trouble. Like a lot of stuff going on in closed session, which in Dalton as well. Remember, everybody's like, "Oh, I don't know how they got fired." They got fired in closed session, and everybody in that closed session knew. Okay. And there we have it. So that's the meeting tonight, and none of that's going to get done if we don't have a quorum. And that's it. That's it. So it's, hey. Yep, old business in October, gone. Just gone out of nowhere. And I think my whole message for today, because, oh my God, how long are we in? 50 minutes. And let me get back to work. 50
Can I be
minutes.
recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
Mistake.
Yeah, so this is the thing. I just wish that I think the only thing you can do is vote for yourself, vote independently, right? And for yourself. I mean, vote for you and your home and your household and things you want to see change. Please don't vote for the gossip. You know what I mean? Because it's like we don't know what we're going to get after this. You know what I mean? I just pray that everybody stay safe, healthy, take care of themselves because it's just an election. Okay? It's just an election. And the stuff that you're putting out there and things that you're doing to one another, it lives on forever and ever and ever. And you're not going to be able to explain why you was out here screaming and hollering at the air trying to fight somebody and you really don't even have the facts of what's going on. So look into things for yourself. Don't stress out about it too much. I know it's a stressful situation, but I think you could get more people to believe in you and your cause if you do it calmly. That's what I want to say. Just put out there the facts. That's all I want to say. I'm not even gonna, hey potato, I'm not even gonna hold you today. So that's all we had. Chit chat wise. Oh, so I wanted to talk about these. I forgot the new channels I saw. So is this man, he's in Chicago. Now I learned about him. I was working the other day and like a couple of weeks ago, and somebody was like, do you watch this thing called Loose Squares TV? And I just didn't know how I felt about it, right? So I just wanted to share this channel. But he's on the west side of Chicago, apparently. And at first I was like, man, he's putting these people on the internet. And I'm like, man, that's kind of crazy, you know? But he's doing nothing different than like Soft White Underbelly, if you watch those channels doing. He's just doing it on the west side of Chicago. So he goes on like the 304 stroll. He goes into C-Town. You know, if you know what C is, that's where he goes. And he does these interviews. However, someone found their mother through his interviews. It was really cool and was able to help they were looking for, and I guess was able to bring resources and help her. So I wonder if you're in Chicago and you looking for people and stuff like that. He's on the west side, but they basically share their stories on how they got to the position they're in. And y'all, it be something so small. Like we know how, you know, now that we're older, remember your mom or somebody say, or your grandma say, them people ain't really your friends. It's so many people that was like, oh yeah, my friend got me hooked on here, or someone dropped me off on the west side of Chicago and told me to get out and just start hoeing. It's insane. So he does these interviews in the back seat of his car. But see if this is one I was watching today.
I understand suburbs, but I mean, like in the beginning, it'd be cool, like relaxing. And like,
and they just tell their story.
They like, okay, I'm gonna go out to, you know.
They tell their story. Sometimes they might be a little, you know, in a situation. I guess I don't want to say anything disrespectful. Like, I guess they'll be high or something like that. But yeah, his name is Loose Squares TV, and somebody actually found their mom or their mom. I think it was their mom. Yeah, and they were like, man, I was looking for her, and they found her. And it was really deep. It was really deep. So he does street interviews. He goes to hotels, do interviews. But if that's what I found on YouTube. And I said, isn't it crazy how YouTube is? Like, you'll never know. I know a lot of these people probably didn't think somebody would find them just by a YouTube channel. And I thought that was pretty cool. So if you know someone that might, or if you like to donate and help people, I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was a pretty good channel for that young man. It's a young brother too. That's all I know about him. What else is going on? That's it. I just wanted to share that stuff with y'all. And yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Someone is a traveler. I don't know what that means, Gardis, the traveler. What happened? I missed something. Be safe, potato. And yeah, I just want to pop on here and just be kind to one another. If we ain't got nothing but kindness, it's so funny to see what's going on in the township and in Dalton and what's going to happen today. Today is a Thornton Township meeting. Don't forget, Critical Smoker will be there. Reality Check TV will be there. And I didn't know what that you said. I didn't even know that. Gardis educated in everything. Wait a minute, what happened with turkey giveaways? Let me see. I got some clothes. This just said turkey giveaways. They pay $5 and write them off for retail. That's why they have you put in your name. Is that at the township? Choose. This is interesting. I just want to say, I don't want y'all to just listen to just when stuff happens, have them close it up for you. Like when you hear something like okay, she stole $800 million. Okay, where? When? Like just have them close it up for you. Nobody's saying anybody's righteous or not. Just have them kind of close it up. You know what I mean? Let me watch this video with you guys. This is only a 6-minute video with Choose Compassion. And I thought it was about the fireworks. And it was like, what happened to the fireworks? This is like one of the things I'm wondering. Did we miss something? It's like, I don't think anybody want the residents really to know everything.
Motion? No.
I'm in a disagreement with your assessment, so my motion remains the same.
Okay. Well, just for the record, so the community understand what's going on. The board do not want to pay for an event we just had, which was the fireworks show, which was this Saturday. This Saturday, we put it on at Thornridge High School. We do have the funds, and the vendors will get paid because, number one, I did go and advocate for money for vendors to get paid. We did get donations from several different vendors. So if they don't want to pay here, we will pay with the vendors' money, which we do have in the bank account at the Village of Dalton.
I got a question.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
Vendors performing services. We had an MS Walk. We had a caterer, a photographer, and they are not being paid. The DJ, who is a Dalton resident, none of this stuff is on the warrant list. When will that be paid? Since they already submitted their invoices and did the work, it hasn't been on the warrant list for the last, I think, 2 months. Is that ever going to be paid?
So if it's something that has not been on the warrant list or you saying did not get paid, I'll tell y'all the same thing when we come to every single board meeting. You guys have my phone number. We can get anything adjusted, fixed before we get here. We get here, we got put on the show. So I know nothing about what you're speaking of. So if it's something that I need to address, trustee, you could call me. We could have fixed it or got it resolved before the board meeting. What I'm talking about right now is vendors that's on this warrant list to get paid, that should get paid, that I did allocate funds for, that is in the village's bank account, that vendors actually donated to this event. So for you guys to pull it out is selfish. I don't think y'all look at the residents first. I think y'all think about self first. And I'm telling y'all again, we have the money, and it's not the people's money, it's the vendors' money. So why would you guys not pay it if it's not coming out of their pockets, the residents' pockets? It's coming out of donations, vendors, people that donated to us.
Do we have any receipts for the donations? And how much was the donations in total?
it can cover what we have.
But you have the total amount of donations.
It could cover what I have.
Well, you just stated, Mayor, that it's a community event.
It is.
What
I have
trustees
something different about what you're speaking of. So if it's something that I need to address, trustee, you could call me. We could have fixed it or got it resolved before the board meeting. What I'm talking about right now is vendors that's on this one list to get paid, that should get paid, that I did allocate funds for, that is in the village's bank account, that vendors actually donated to this event. So for you guys to pull it out is selfish. I don't think y'all look at the residents first. I think y'all think about self first. And I'm telling y'all again, we have the money, and it's not the people's money, it's the vendors' money. So why would you guys not pay it if it's not coming out of their pockets, the residents' pockets? It's coming out of
July 2nd, we did bring back the fireworks. It's been over a decade since we had fireworks.
Yeah.
So that would be at one week. And again, that's me showing unity amongst our community. I linked the park board, school board, 205, 148, 149, and the library board. They all pitched in to pay for fireworks in Dawson. So you guys, again, thank you.
So as you can see, before this meeting ever happened, Mayor Tiffany Henyard stated out loud who were making the donations for the fireworks. So Ed, Steve, that again, you're always seem to be talking about a whole separate thing than what is being talked about. You're talking about stuff that you wanted the taxpayers to pay for, the MS walk, which is a very honorable thing. However, Mayor Tiffany Henyard is talking about donations that were well named. Kiana, that whole thing, I do believe is grandstanding. You all could have seen if it was really the fire department and the library board and Thorn Ridge, the district. You all could have checked on that. I mean, she said this before this meeting, so everyone had time to check on this. And for further information, this I feel was just a detraction from what happened at the finance committee meeting before this, where Ed Steve threw a fit. I mean, everybody's wrong in some type of way, but the amount of chaos that is caused for no reason, that's what trustees should not do. And that has nothing to do with the mayor. It doesn't matter who we work with. We should be able, somebody should be able to be adult enough to figure it out. And if you don't know how, admit that. What you all are not admitting is, I don't know what trainings you went to, I don't know what else you did, but everyone who has even seen a board, been on a board, worked in a council, they know that this is nothing more than a distraction to cause chaos, because that doggone budget is not passed. Budget for 2023 at that time should have been passed, just like right now, a budget for 2025 should be passed. Any person with the correct financial training and literacy knows that, yes, there are checks and balances, and there are also budgets, which are just really projections. So I'm not sure what the holdup has been for that, because while you're checking balances, you can still make a projected budget. So anyway, until next time, sending love and light.
How did the leader of a small village
Interesting, very interesting. Thank you for that, Choose. Like, what happened? Now, it was one, I can tell y'all from adult night perspective, it was one part of time, and this is verifiable. Tiffany always had good sponsors. She always had good sponsors. Even before, if you guys don't realize, she was the one that was able to bring the whole city out for that Stop the Violence. Was she a mayor yet? When she had to stop the violence, I don't know if it was trustee or mayor, but she's always been able to bring people out, have heavy hitters come, have people donate. Now, like when we see, it's so weird when I see people say, oh, look, she at the Taste of Thornton Township. Even when it was a rained out event, they were like, nobody came but 100 people. It was a rained out event. But yeah, she been drugged so bad. Who's gonna be wanting to put their name on banners and stuff with her? That she been drugged so bad, you know. But it used to be a time where Tiffany really did have good sponsorships and bring money into the village. So that's it. That's it. So that's all I have for today. I just wanted to share that video. Thank you again to Choose Compassion. I'll be back. I still want to talk about wood barbecue because I want to know. Like, I'm gonna make that a video because not a live, because I want to treat that, I always like to treat people where I'm trying to, figure it out, but not try to cause them any harm in the same time. But I'm looking at it and I'm saying, I'm on Conscious channel while I'm talking to you guys, y'all. Conscious had to warn somebody. Y'all been over on Conscious channel. It always just crack me up because I be like, why do people like it? I be like, y'all be just doing the most. Okay, so what were we watching? Was it the budget drama? No, it's this one. The Dalton money right here. So Conscious got the
first four are from the previous page.
So Conscious got the warrant list, right? The only one that's been able to produce a warrant list. The website design, $3,500. We're gonna go over that. Because it would have been, but this Kasperic group is so interesting. What are they doing? Life insurance paid, but I just wanted to go back because I just find that life insurance paid, Fidelity paid, everybody got their 401k. But back to my boy right here, who I heard he's a good cook. We got bills from 2022, 2023. I just want to know what could make me come back. Baby, come back. I'm not coming back. This is a bad breakup. I'm not coming back. You didn't pay me since August of 2022. And then I popped right back in there in October 4th of 2024. And I gotta bill you again? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. It's a problem. What is going on? Why? I would never go back. I will never go back. T with the trustees, $7,000. Like, we owe this man, the Village of Dalton owe this man $7,741. Him and Delgado running neck and neck. Wood with the barbecue, Delgado with the legal. It's insanity. Why are we paying one car wash? Because they do wash the unit cars. They do go up to that car wash. $1,700. You know, they really have a good business up there at car wash because they're able to bill, They also do Riverdale cars, so that's pretty good. But $1,700 worth of car washes, you guys. The bag is not empty. The bag for the month of September. We ain't even washing our own cars. I would have went up there and washed the cars for about $450. Everybody. Just so many things on this. Like I would love to know, what are we doing over there on 144th and University? Why are we giving them $1,000? This is very interesting. The insurance payments are less than the car wash, you guys. So we just have to pick and choose what we're going to do. So that's it. Just talking about it, because I think it's very interesting that we got all this going on here and we're not really looking at it. This is very interesting. Very interesting. I would love to see Thornton Township warrant list now. Now that we got a little peek of what's really going on. Yeah, this is true. Punishing everyone financially to get at her is a bad strategy. And you know what's going to be even worse, because this is my prediction. All right. They're going to push everybody. Like, you see how they're doing everybody. Everybody's like, oh, it's going to be better once Jason gets here. It's going to be better once Jason gets here. I hope Jason's going to be able to keep up, because everybody's going to figure that he's going to have to be the yes person. He's going to say yes to everything. Yes, 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 yes. Because, you know, Tiffany told me no. So you got to pay that $8,000 for that barbecue. You got to pay. You know what I mean? It's just going to happen. It's going to happen. If he did the work, why he's not getting paid? You know what I mean? So if he's on the warrant list, this is okay. So am I missing something? Because if he's on the warrant list and the checks, remember it was checks on somebody's desk and nobody knew who desk it was on, why didn't he get paid? Where is Tanjanique? Nobody, no. I'm gonna just leave it alone. Where is Tanjanique? Girl, tell us something, Tanjanique. Nobody. Oh my goodness. Nobody. So it's gonna be a lot of rush. Everybody's gonna want their settlements. Everybody's gonna want their payments. Believe me, I saw Late Night Crew made a post. He was not lying when he said, "You think that Dalton, they was the only one?" No. It's going to be a lot of people just running to that man going to have to open back up the currency exchange after all those checks people going to think they're required to have. He going to have to come back and open up the currency exchange again. All right, you guys, let me get back to Hey, Conscious, thanks for being here. Let me get back to work. It was just some chit chat. We weren't doing much on here today. Just a little chit chat. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things with my schedule, and I appreciate y'all so much. But yeah, think for yourself, you guys. I'm not trying to push you one way or the other. I just want you to think for yourself. That's all. Just think for yourself. You know, try to think for yourself. Try to be kind to people, and rest assured, one thing about it, you know, pray. Do pray. And I mean pray. Not the other praying they be doing. Y'all, take care of yourself and each other. And if you really think for yourself, you know what's going to happen?
You can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
It's up to you to stay down there or not. Take care of yourself and each other. Hey, Miss Aja. Bye, guys.
Commentary blue. Commentary burgundy. Commentary. Comment blue. Commentary. Comment burgundy blue. Commentary.